you all going tonight? Good? Oh, man, thank you very much for coming here tonight, all of you. You know, and I was thinking, last night, you know, I checked into my motel, and, you know, which was really great. You know, I checked into a motel, you know, and they gave me the form to fill out, you know, had name, so I put my name down. You know, next question was address, put my address down. Next question, telephone. Then the next question, mob. I put Girmay Kalgaroon Googie Ellengy. That's my mob. And the lady goes, no, it means, mob means mobile. I said, yeah, we mobile people, we belong to that walkabout. You know, and then I had to put my date of birth down, and she goes, man, I didn't realize you were that old. And she goes, one thing I notice about you black people is you age gracefully. She goes, do you use oil of Ulan? I said, it's my land. She goes, oil of my land? I said, ain't your land, it's my land. I said, no, sister, you know, I'm joking around. I said, look, we're in a time of reconciliation and harmony and all that kind of stuff. I said, it's oil of our land. By then, she was really confused. She didn't know which one I was using, oil of you land, oil of my land, or oil of our land. But I was thinking we'd probably all get along. The world would be a great place if we didn't, you know, worry about politics, religion, and racism. You know, I remember like my first introductory to politics was when my granddad took me out to my homelands. And he said, he's like a wise old man, my old granddad. And basically he was saying, look out there at your forefathers' country. One day you won't own that anymore. And that was my first introductory to Australian politics. And religion is funny because religion is, you know, like, I'm Aboriginal, but I was born Catholic. You know, my boss is Jewish, my accountant's Muslim. You know, I met the Dalai Lama, he made me an honorary Buddhist. And since then, I've become a born-again savage. But But racism is funny because when I was growing up, I had a good white friend, and me and him was growing up together. You know, we didn't know what racism was. I was so ignorant to it. I didn't know what racism was until my white friend said to me, Sean, are you a racist? And I said, no, I just run fast. But my first encounter with racism, like I didn't even know what was going on. It was where we used to live was an industrial area, bush and scrub and that, but we moved out of there and we moved into like middle-class suburbia. And right next door to us was this rich, white, flashy family. And I think they were Germans, because they owned that Schwarzkopf shampoo company. And their surname was Ippy. It sounded German to me. And a couple of weeks after we moved in, they built this really high fence. And I just assumed they built that high fence because we kept hitting a cricket ball over their yard. And they had a daughter who was around my age, and she was in love with me. She was going mad for me. But my white friend, he actually liked her. He had a crush on her. But I don't think he realized she preferred her toast a little burnt. And one day I went downstairs. It was like about 6:30 in the morning. I went downstairs. I looked at my backyard. I said, oh, my God. The Ippy's dog is dead in our backyard. So I ran over to that high fence. Mississippi, you know my neighbor. Mississippi. She goes, yeah. I said, your puppy dog is dead in our backyard. She reckoned, that's okay, Sean. Can you bury it in your yard? I was like, wow. You know, these rich white people allowing me to bury their dog in my yard. It's like an honor. So I ran upstairs. I woke my mama. It was about 6:42 a.m. now. Woke up my mama. I said, Mama, wake up. You're not going to believe this. The Ippy's dog died in our backyard in Mississippi. Said we can bury it in our yard. Mama, can I please? My mom woke up and she reckoned, like hell, chuck that mongrel over the fence. It was a little stiff too, that dog. I thought, I can't throw him over. I'm going to have to do that, what the javelin fellas were doing. Oh, and it was funny because, you know, I didn't realize that dog was a diabetic dog. I had no idea it was a diabetic dog. Because the day before it died, I was eating chocolate bar. You remember them chomps? I was eating chomp. I was eating away and the dog was hanging, oh, you want some? Oh, hey, you ate it all. I had no idea it was a diabetic dog. Never heard of a diabetic dog. And at the funeral, I didn't want to bring it up, cause any more pain. Mississippi looked very upset. Her daughter looked happy to see me. She was pleased I was there. But I tell you what, when that little dog, you know, it was probably the most boring funeral I ever went to. That little dog's funeral. Like, as that little dog was getting lower down into the ground, they were playing like a little bit of Eric Clapton music. I thought, oh my God, this is boring. Now, what time does, I was trying to ask Mississippi, what time this gonna finish? What time? The 4-day test match on soon. I was so boring at that funeral. And I was thinking, I want an exciting funeral. You know, I was thinking, you know, funeral's all about like celebrating your life. And I was thinking, man, at my funeral, you know, and by the way, you're all invited. And I was thinking, just at my funeral, you know, just as my body is going down into the ground, I want everyone to break into this. Come on, everyone, clap your hands.
Darkness falls across the land. The midnight hour is close at hand. Creatures crawl in search of blood to terrorize your neighborhood.
Wouldn't that be funny, you know? You can hire, you know, imagine having a Thriller